Hello, JPower Modern Real Estate. Today we're going to talk about setting up your profile in Dotloop. First of all, you should have received a email invite to set up your account. Remember, you're always going to use your JPAR email and never change that email when you're in the system. When you log in initially, the first thing you want to make sure that you always see is the JPAR logo in the premium. This will tell you that you are in and connected to our office account. That's number one. Next thing you want to do is go over here to the right and the top right, and you're going to see probably your initials if you've never updated your profile before. Go ahead and click on that drop down, and you're going to go to My Account. This is going to take you to your main account. Okay. The first thing you're going to look at is your personal information. This is the information that will be used to autofill loops documents whenever possible. So the more information you put into the system, the more the documents can harvest that information, drop it in its appropriate boxes, and it saves you a little bit of time. So make sure you go through, update your photo, make sure your name, everything is correct, make sure you've changed your user role to realtor and agent. Phone numbers, fax numbers, everything should be pretty self-explanatory as far as that goes. If you have a NERDS number, meaning you're a dues-paying realtor member, go ahead and add that there. You also have some stuff with managing your account. I wouldn't really mess with that at all unless you're looking to change your password. Do not change your email. We still want it to be connected to our account at all times. Down at the bottom, you're going to see the office address. Make sure it's correct. Make sure you've got the old Wadsworth address in there. And then you can go hit save in order to save that profile. The next thing, that's your personal information. The next thing is you're going to go to your profiles. Now, it does give you the option to have multiple profiles. The reason being that, like in our case, I have an admin where I can see everyone's. I also just have my own for doing my own real estate. Click on the one you want. It'll usually say default, and you want to make sure it says default or make default. This button is checked if that's the one you're going to use. Go ahead and change the name. Otherwise, it'll just come up as default all the time. So you can put your name there, change the photo. Again, adding in a lot of your profile details. Try not to mess with the profile details except for your agent license number and your brokerage number. Okay, remember, we do have two offices. There's Modern Real Estate, there's Modern Real Estate CO if you're a non-board paying member. So make sure you have the correct information in the broker license number. Do not mess with your broker agent ID. Do not mess with your office ID number. Those are numbers that help us connect to the actual MLS and pull data in. Scrolling down at the bottom, make sure your company information is correct. And then you've got some settings for your notifications. These are notifications that are going to pop up, and these are your email notifications. We recommend having as many on as possible in order to make sure you're staying informed on your transaction. The next thing you want to do is go ahead and adjust your document preferences. Now, keep in mind, this is only for documents you produce. So if you're going to produce your own documents, make your own documents, templates, things like that, we're not talking about the Colorado specific contracts, but these might be anything that you want to send to your clients. Maybe you want more information about them, all about you forms, things like that. You can adjust what your default font is, color, size, etc. The next will be your messenger notifications. So your Dotloop Messenger is going to be your app. And so in order to make sure that that's pushed and you get push notifications, email or SMS, you want to make sure that you also register your number down at the bottom here, and then you will get pop-up notifications whenever something needed. This is going to be important around the time that you're getting your CDA. If we're missing a document, if we're missing signatures, something isn't right, we will send you notifications so you can get in there, make the required adjustments, and then get your CDA on time. Don't worry about manage your subscription. You all have a premium membership that we pay for. And the last is going to be apps. You should have a pretty simple apps selection here. Hopefully they say remove app. That means they're installed. But this connects us to Live Easy. This connects us to Inside Real Estate, which is your Bold Trail. This is how we connect to our back end. So do not remove any of these, and I don't think you're going to have permission to do so. That is all you need to really worry about. when it's time to set up your profile. Again, very important. This will help you as you're producing documents. So a lot of that information automatically gets inputted into the correct forms. As always, let us know if you have any questions and be sure to check out any of the Dotloop training sites if you need more information. Thank you very much.